Welcome back to Cinema Corner. I'm Blake, and I'm here with my co-host Alexander and Joshua.
Wow, with the formal names. Okay. Did not expect that. Just like whatever I just watched. So it's that time. It's been a month, and we are here to review the movies that we were assigned roughly about a month ago. So just a quick reminder: I got Licorice Pizza. Blake assigned that to me. I assigned Ready or Not to Josh, and Josh assigned Blake Sicario. So yeah, I'm just gonna go right
ahead.
in because
Go ahead.
this is fresh in my memory since I watched it literally last night. And let me get my facts straight here, right? This movie is 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Oh, short watch.
I I hesitate to call this a movie because it felt like sequences. It felt like like they set up something, and then next thing you know, you don't even know it's the next scene, and then you're like, oh, so we're just in a whole different spot now.
Oh, so like some Christopher Nolan type stuff of like you kind of got to piece it together as you go.
No, not at all. It's like a jumbled mess. It's a jumbled mess, and yeah, basically the premise is there's two main characters, right? And there's a whole shitload of other characters, but they don't really matter, right? So the main character is Gary,
It's a good name.
and
Good guy.
yeah, Gary Valentine. He's
What a name.
a young actor. He's a kid actor, and Alana. She is like a, what do you call those? Like the school picture assistants. You know, when they go to like take your picture at school. That's what she does, but she doesn't really have like a career path or anything. Basically, he's 15, she's 25. He wants to fuck her. That's pretty much. Yep.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So he immediately has
Jesus.
feelings for her. So okay,
Does it happen?
it was just wild. No, no, it doesn't. It
Spoilers.
doesn't because
Had to ask.
it's a will they, won't they? Because it seems that at the start of it, right? Obviously, they meet
What a
at
tease.
this school picture day,
Love a
and
good
she
tease.
and he's trying to basically ask her out, and she's like, "Dude, I'm 25. You're what, like 13?" He's like, "I'm 15." All right. Well, right off the bat, I'm just like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?"
Shooter shoot.
Please tell me that this is not like the actual plot of the movie, and it was. And yeah, basically this takes place in the 1970s. I think like 73 or something like that. And so you get like Nixon cameo for sure.
Classics.
Vietnam name drop.
Nice.
Yeah, this, I don't even know how much time this spans because like I said, it's essentially like a bunch of sequences smashed together, and yeah, you just jump cut from one spot to another, to another, to another, to another, to another. And
Pretty sweet.
yeah, that's basically what this is. And there was definitely a point like halfway through the movie where I'm like, all right, is this over? Is this over? Because holy shit, I legit, I paused it because I'm like, I need to go to the restroom, and I can't take it anymore. I look at it, it was still an hour left. So yeah, that was not great.
That'll happen.
I then, after the movie finished, right?
You finished.
How are the visuals?
This They're okay. I mean, the movie didn't look bad. It looked okay, but nothing special. Uh, Basically, I go to Google, and I look at the Rotten Tomato score. This motherfucker has a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I told you.
This is not, no, it's that's actually hilarious. It's a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
I struggle to call it a romantic comedy because I legit don't remember laughing one time. Not once. Not one time was I laughing or chuckling.
pretty funny
I
to me.
don't remember chuckling at all.
Was there at
nothing.
least one where like you exhale deeply out of your nose? You know what I mean? Like you see something, you're just like, you know what I mean? You ever get one of those?
Like you'd say LOL, but you didn't actually laugh. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. To monetize it.
I think the closest I got to that was there's a scene where she ends up meeting this actor that she's like auditioning with, and they're at this bar. Guess what? Buddy shows up. Gary. He's like he sees her now. He's jealous, and basically the scene is fucking weird. It's with Sean Penn. Sean Penn is giving me a creeper vibe in the scene. Weird ass fucking dude. They're talking about motorcycles and all that shit, and she's just there like staring at him like a fucking idiot. I'm like, all right, is this scene going anywhere? It does. They somehow land outside and he's on a motorcycle. She says that she doesn't know how to ride. She's like, all you have to do is just hold on. So he's gonna attempt a trick where he starts to like drive the motorcycle across the field and jump off of a little like ramp, but it's like a mud ramp, I guess. Right off the bat, she falls off. Eats shit.
Classic.
That's literally the closest I got to maybe
got a big pop.
A little exhale.
Yeah, that's a big blood.
That's it. That's it. Because and then that's
Some
it.
chuckles.
Bradley Cooper shows up in this film.
Yeah, he does.
Let me tell you, all of the other side characters, a bunch of them, they're just fucking weirdos. I don't know. This movie was just a combobulated mess of sequences. Yes, it didn't feel like a cohesive story. It didn't feel like a cohesive story. And yeah, at the end, I guess they get together. I don't know if it's been 3 years, because Buddy is, according to my calculations, he was 15. So I don't know if the story took place over 3 years, because again, if I know. Doesn't say, but that would put her at 28 and him at 18. So
fine. Josh Giddey said that's fine. So
yeah.
I mean, you know, I definitely
cards.
put two and two together there.
Yeah.
So yeah, 90 is just, that's probably the funniest part of the movie is the Rotten Tomatoes score. Rotten Tomatoes is 90.
I tried to warn you when I assigned you this. I said there is some controversy, as it does, happen to be a bit of a not legal relationship. So I told you that. I gave you that warning.
It's just a weird ass movie.
Actually fit right into Hollywood.
Would not.
Oh yeah.
This is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Like a journey.
This might be my least favorite.
You talked a lot about it, you know.
Yeah, you went on for a while. I gave you a movie that you can talk about and it was an experience, and that's
I think that's worth it.
I think that's all you can ask for.
Honestly, that's what movies
just
are for.
What's the rating? Give us the rating, Alex.
Out of 10, just because it was made somehow, some way, and it looks like the film looks decent, I guess.
Good visuals.
I'll give it a 1.5.
That is, you're just you be capping. This man is Captain Crunch.
I mean, I'm legitimately like.
No, you've lost all credibility.
They call it a romance comedy, and it wasn't even.
So I was given
funny.
Sicario.
Like, at least
this is a movie.
At least the other movie you gave me was actually good.
It stars Emily Blunt.
Go on.
Josh Brolin.
Mm-hmm.
What is his name? That's gonna kill me.
It's a guy.
Del Toro.
Sure.
Is it no Benito? Benito del Toro.
Sure.
Does that sound accurate?
Benicio.
Fuck if I know.
Close. And actually, a little cameo, pretty small role for Daniel Kaluuya, which I was pretty hyped about. I didn't know he was in this movie, so when I saw him, I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, this movie is pretty much follows Emily Blunt's character, who is a DEA officer. I don't know, officer's the right word, but she works for the DEA in Arizona. And then Josh Brolin and Maddie, I believe is his character's name. And boy, I do not remember the other dude's name. Javier, I do believe. They show up and they're like, hey, we need your help. We're doing some stuff. And she's like, okay, I guess I'll help you. and it's basically following a cartel that they're trying to do some stuff, but you don't know what they're trying to do because he's a massive shady character, and so is Javier. This movie was I thought it was all that I've heard about it is it's like a really good action movie. A lot less action than I thought, and a lot more story driven. Which I mean I'm not complaining about because I thought it was a very interesting story, but that kind of just caught me off guard. I thought
Really?
it
Okay.
was like I thought it was like a heavy action movie, like John Wick type thing.
Hmm.
It is definitely more story oriented. But that being said, when there was action, it was really well done. And there's one scene, pretty relatively early on, that I thought was pretty fire, pretty intense. That has a little climax of just a tiny little action thing, and then it moves on. That I thought they did really well. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, it lets you know right off the bat what we're doing here. It's pretty graphic, and it does get much more graphic after that. But it starts off with finding a lot of dead bodies in a house, and a house exploding. That is
So are we
a
alluding
lot
to
of bodies.
that I finally gave you a good one?
Yeah, no, we are.
Look at that.
Um,
See? Told you.
But yeah, I mean, this movie was good. Like I said, it is much more story driven than I thought going into it. But that being said, I have no complaints about that. I thought the story was really interesting, and you kind of have to learn more about. You can tell, like, yo, two of these guys, something doesn't seem right. What are they trying to do here? And it just keeps going. One weird little, like, I guess, side character thing about a cop in Mexico that really doesn't amount to like much. I don't know why they kept cutting and showing, like giving him like a 2 minute little thing and then go back to the story, and you go back to him again, and it was just kind of like, what is this building towards? And then what it builds towards is very much like, what? I don't fully understand that part, so that was kind of confusing to me. But overall, I mean, boy, I guess we're doing spoilers here. It's the ending makes it's one of the endings that I appreciate because you find out that one of them is just on a revenge mission. That's all he cares about, and he finally gets to the guy's house who killed his wife and daughter. He just sits at the kitchen table with him, and they're just talking. And the other dude's like, "Hey man, just not in front of my family." And he's like, "All right, time to meet God." And you just see him shoot 3 bullets, kills both kids and the wife, and just stares the guy down. And it's like, I appreciate this guy had a mission. He's a psycho, and he's not gonna let anybody walk away. And then finally, he kills the other guy. But I appreciated that scene. I was like, hell yeah. I hate when you get to that moment and they just like bail. I was like, let's finish what we came here for. So that was pretty sweet. But yeah, overall, this was a good movie. Shot really well. It has a good portions in Mexico, and it's not like the generic like put an orange filter over it and that kind of stuff. It actually is shot really well done. Like I said, it has some good intense moments leading up to stuff where the action isn't like at the end a huge action thing, but like the build up and the suspense and the soundtrack in the background is really well done. So I'd probably say it's like an 8.5 out of 10. I definitely enjoyed it. I think it's just barely over 2 hours, so it's relatively short, and it doesn't it doesn't feel long. So you just kind of you get in, you enjoy it, you get out.
Okay. I'll take it. That is easily your highest rated one.
Absolutely. It was. I've got a lot of terrible. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll jump into mine. I got Ready or Not from Alex. This was a film that I will say, have kind of wanted to give a try for a bit. I have also sadly seen a couple clips, but I didn't know the context of it, so luckily it didn't ruin the film. It starts off right off the bat, like most kind of horror, thriller, thrash, like slashers like these, where it just lets you know, like, hey, crazy stuff will eventually happen, which sometimes I enjoy, but for this one, I think it would have been nice if they just went straight to the wedding, how it goes in like the next scene, instead of just saying like, hey, crazy shit will happen. Instead, it kind of has that slow burn. Because then once stuff like that happens and you see the action, you're just waiting for the action to happen. So it makes it go slower, I feel. So that was kind of, I would say, maybe the worst part of this movie. Really, was just that it was slow to start. Otherwise, Grace is the main character. She's the bride. I I thought she was fantastic. There was great acting by the actress that portrayed her. Don't know her name, no clue. Haven't seen her before. There's a lot of actors in here that I haven't really seen, but then there were some that like are familiar with, where you're like, okay, I think they're good enough acting, so you know it's going to be a decent performance from them. That's how I would present that. But the film is literally just, hey, rich people, they crazy, and that's the plot. That is the plot of the whole film: is rich people be crazy, and it is just hide and seek to the extreme version of, you would say, like to the boys gory level, you know, even with the same kind of humor with deaths. A lot of maids, they die in rough ways, undeservingly so, and some of it was kind of funny. Yeah, and I don't really know too much to say about it. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was funny, had good humor. I really liked the brother named Daniel. You kind of had to keep questioning if he, obviously we're going with spoilers here, if he was going to choose which side was he on the entire time, because obviously he was a depressed drunk from what he sees in the beginning of the movie. And then also Alex, a nice little twist from him of being a little twat at the end. And then
that's you, Alex.
Yeah.
That is me.
Yeah. He
as most Alexes are,
freaks out. Then
for real.
It ends with, you know, everyone just popping like balloons.
That'll happen.
It does. So I'm glad that part didn't get spoiled, because it does pause. Because the whole part of the film, you're kind of wondering, is this for anything? Are these people just crazy old white people? Or is it actually going to end and they did make a deal with the devil? And it takes about 5 minutes till they actually start popping. And when that happens, they're like, okay, you dig it. But I would say the person that carries the hardest, though, is definitely Grace. I think if there's plenty of moments where she reacts like a normal human would, so it kind of helps ground the craziness going on. I mean, there's so many scenes where she just literally just looks at something and it's just, what the fuck just happened? And she even sees like the little devil at the end, and she just like, the fuck, and just walks away. So it was enjoyable. I think I would give it like a 7.4 out of 10. Solid. It was good enough. That's really all I could say about it. I think it'd be a fun film to watch during like October season, Halloween, and all that.
As I was intending it to be. So
I was looking up the extras. Did you rate it?
Yeah, I gave it a 7.4 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen her. She looks familiar, obviously.
Yeah, I looked her
like
up, and it was like she was in like a Scream. Apparently, she was in Snake Eyes, everyone's favorite.
Yeah. Really, the main actress I recognize was, his name's like Kevin something Cernes, I think it is. I don't know. If you see him, you'd recognize him. Older guy. He was the dad.
One of those people.
Yeah.
All right, so relatively a pretty good round of movies for the most part. Average score was not terrible.
Not too bad.
Not
too
too
bad.
bad.
Do the math.
So let's start this thing off. Josh, as you just went last, why don't you,
I'm for Alex.
Alex, yeah, go ahead and give him a movie.
You know, I thought I was really nice last time with Blake, and I need to ground it. You know what I mean? We need to go back to the roots, the root cause of this initiative.
I just watched a 1 out of 10. Please don't do this to me.
This is a lot better than 1 out of 10. You know, there's at least 2 scenes that you're watching of this movie that you're going to be like, man, I'm thankful Josh gave me this film. And it's, we need to talk about Kevin. That is your film.
What?
No,
what?
Sean.
What the fuck is that?
It's even better. You have no clue, buddy.
I thought you were still like saying it like a sentence. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Alex, I want you to remember this one sentence right here that I'm gonna say. All right. This is what happens when you don't watch The Flash.
That is nuts.
Just remember that.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
That's more than 1 out of 10. That's more.
No, for sure. For real, for real.
At least double, I'd say.
You said it's what now?
We need to talk about Kevin. Don't look anything up yet. I mean, you gotta just.
Why are you
gotta
looking
wait.
stuff up?
You gotta wait.
I need to see if it's on streaming services. Oh
It's
wow!
probably
I
not.
just said we need, and then it just popped up on Safari.
Yeah, it's a popular movie. It's good.
Two big name actors.
One of the greats, I'd say. Actually, it's got 3 big actors technically. This one, normally he's a big actor in a different genre.
Tilda Swinton, John C. Oh my god, I know who the third
John
one
C.
is.
Right?
God
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, John C.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. You're right. What a good. That's a good recommendation,
you.
Josh.
Thank
That is
you.
a good recommendation.
Thank you. Had to go to her roots.
All right, Alex, you got a movie, so time to assign me.
I'm just trying to.
You know,
I'm trying to decide here.
Deja vu now.
Alex, let's not go down this path. You know what I mean? Let's not do it. Let's not do it. All right,
Everybody,
let's
don't do it.
all
You haven't
just-
even watched my
let's
movie
all
yet.
just calm
You could
down.
actually
That's
like
what I'm
it.
saying. I think
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah. See, the Green Knight, we knew you would suffer.
But did you suffer?
Yes.
Because now you have that core
was-
memory to understand our
Exactly.
inside jokes about it.
Exactly. Nope.
Sorry, I'm just debating on which one would be worse for you.
Alex,
Oh, come on.
why worse
Come on.
for
You
me?
just
What are
gotta
we
pick a
doing?
good one. The guy just
What are
finally
we
got his
doing?
first good movie.
Like, do I give you one that's like bad, but like,
Why anything bad? Why can't it be a
and
good
then
movie?
I see one that's
Yeah.
kind of like a generic movie, but it has a theme to it.
Why not a good movie that you
Like,
enjoy?
You kind of fucked me last week, and Josh is gonna fuck me this
I'm
week.
I did not.
So-
I'm not.
I did not.
I'm not.
So
I did not.
So
His was more
That's
raw.
it.
Mine's, I got a hoodie on. You know what I mean?
I always have a hoodie on.
all right, I've made my decision.
Alex, buddy,
Blake,
buddy, come on now. Let's not do this. Come on.
oh, we are doing this. Okay, so, you've heard of Ghostbusters, right? You know,
Oh, yeah,
it's a
brother.
pretty popular
Oh,
franchise.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah. You remember that reboot that came out with
Mel Mac?
like that?
Already seen it, buddy. Melissa McCarthy.
No, stop. Yes.
Chris Hemsworth plays like the assistant. Yeah, bud. I saw that
Yeah,
movie.
and he liked it.
Is Melissa McCarthy in it? Then yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking I saw it, Alex. What are we talking about here?
Oh, got to go to Plan B.
Wait, is that a
Okay.
good? What's Plan B? Maybe I didn't watch this one.
Too
Maybe
late.
later on.
What's
Too
Plan
late.
B? What's Plan B?
All right. Well, it's Christmas time. You know, it's like it's not starting that like Christmas vibe.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna give you a fairly recent Christmas movie. It goes by the name of Violent Night.
Oh,
I don't know if
Oh,
you heard of it.
Yeah, I'll take that all day.
I've seen
Okay,
it.
I'll take
Yeah,
that.
with David Harbour. Yeah,
Yeah.
as Santa Claus.
It's
Yeah, I'll
not
take
too
that.
bad.
That's not bad at all.
I'm sure you'll get some enjoyment out of that.
It's good enough. Yeah.
I
Good
couldn't
enough.
think of a worse one. Don't worry, I will come back with a whole list of shitty movies. So
Oh.
It's unnecessary.
I'll be ready next time. No,
Alright.
no, no.
Unnecessary.
I'm feeling generous. You know, you're gonna get a
The
break this week.
season of
or
giving.
this
I
time.
give good.
Appreciate
You know what I
it.
mean?
I'll
Yeah,
give good too,
yeah,
Josh.
well,
I'll give good too.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
Thank
Let's
you.
pass it around.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm between two.
Oh, you should pick the good one.
They both are good. That's
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying. They're both good.
Okay, good.
I think we'll go with Chef. The movie Chef. Jon
Movie.
Favreau.
Oh, yes. Okay. I have not seen that.
Yeah, it's, I watched it. Obviously, I'm a fan of it. Turned into a TV show on Netflix that I watched that I like. So we'll do Chef. I think it's Chef the movie is a official title. But
Yeah, I know
That's
what
what
it
I'll do
looks
for you.
like.
Yeah.
I've even avoided TikTok clips. You're welcome.
yeah. At least I knew it was on Max, but I honestly think it got taken off. So
Damn, shame.
have fun with that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Our recommendations and reactions to the movies we got.
Pretty good.
Alex, I say next time just come with the heat with a bad movie. You know what I mean? Just come with the heat with a terrible movie to recommend. And like the video as always. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below your thoughts if you watched any of the movies that we just watched and what your thoughts are. Why is Licorice Pizza one of your favorite movies? Let us know in the comments down below. And we'll see you guys
Why
in the
is
next
it
one.
90%?